We want to welcome everyone wherever you are. You are valuable. And one thing, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. So today we'll be analyzing, some few pairs, sharing our thought process with you, and begin to see what we are looking at in this coming week from the 17th going forth on the week. So yes, so remember, we are not financial advisors at all. We're just sharing our thought process. All this is for educational purposes. So wonderful. Let's get into it. Awesome. Let's start from a monthly time frame. So a monthly time frame is, as you all know, it gives us a direction. It's not a place where you just place your trades. You just give us a direction where price will be going in the near future or so. So definitely. So as you can look here, price here, it is, let's just try to draw that trend line there. As you can see right there, price on this area, it is sitting on a wonderful, trend line showing that price is pushing up, on the monthly candles. So price has never broken this area. Price came down on this area, got rejected, price went up. Then price came back, tested this area, price went up, it came back again, got rejected, price went up, and then price came again on this area. And then price now, you see, it is sitting around this area, has not broken, the trend line. So let's just look into what is basically happening on a monthly. Before we go to a weekly time frame, let's draw some few levels which are of importance. Let's draw some few levels here which are of importance. So as you can look up there also, that is an area which we need to be looking at, and also around the year, and that is a wonderful area to be looking at also on this level, around this level right there. So it's an area to be looking at. You see around this area. So we're just drawing some important areas which we'll be focusing on. So also these areas here. So around that area also, it is just an area of importance right there. And also we just drawing, analyzing what is basically happening with the price around these areas. So let's dive in and see what is happening on a weekly time frame. So on a weekly time frame, you can see quite clearly. So price got rejected on that area. It came back to this support, and on our trend line, price got rejected. It came to this area, price got rejected back to our trend lines, and price got rejected again back up. Then price is back to the same area. So price is just sitting on this area, and as we'll be looking, to this coming week, we're anticipating around the same area. We'll be not rushing into the trade, but we'll be looking into this coming week. So if price doesn't break this area, we're anticipating that price will go back to the area of around 2.01 200, around that area. So we're anticipating the price can come back to these areas there around 1.99554 or to around areas of 2.011 around there. So we are just anticipating if price doesn't break this level here at 1.92134, we're just anticipating that price can shoot back up to this level. So that's what we are anticipating. So let's just dive in. Remember, we're just still, looking at the direction of the market, of the market or the price, what it will definitely be doing in this coming weeks. So yes, so definitely. So as we just hear, so wonderful stuff there. So let's clear that out. So as you can see on a daily time frame, also price is not broken. The trend line, price is still sitting on our support level there. So price is still sitting on our support, and there's some channels which, some patterns which is also forming here. So the price is also sitting on a wonderful wedge, pattern here, which is indicating that if price doesn't break this level, price can then shoot up to these areas again. Price, if doesn't break, then price will go there, and then price come back down. The price, if it doesn't break, price will be breaking above to these areas of 1.9977 or to 200 levels. So we are just anticipating that the direction is still to the upside on this pair of GBP and ZD. So we're just analyzing, and this is, you know, a reversal pattern. So as you can see, price might reverse, but we are waiting just to see, you know, we're not just rushing to the trade, but we'll just see. So few days still remaining. So let's dive into the 4-hour time frame and see what will happening. So we have just checked our monthly candle, we'll check our weekly candle, and then, you know, our daily candle. So now we're on a 4-hour time frame. Look at what is happening on a 4-hour. Let's just try to as you can see there, let's clear these things out. Let's clear this as we have looked into our direction. Let's just try to clear out so we can have a clean chance, so our chance can be quite clean. So we have seen our direction is still to the upside on this wonderful pair. So our direction is still to the upside. So we want our chance to be looking quite clean and not having, you know, some messed up charts. So definitely yes. So as we have said earlier on, price is still sitting on our support to the upside. We have looked into it. So price is still going up. So as you can look here, price is doing something very interesting around this level. Price is doing something very interesting around this level here. So price here, price came down on the support, got rejected to the upside, price broke down, then price is broken back to this level and testing this area. So if price this coming week breaks above this level and come to this level of 1.427, price come down to retest the support there, which means price will be definitely, the direction will be in line with the monthly candles or with the monthly patterns. The price is still on an uptrend. So if price goes to this level, let's just highlight it so it can be quite clear. So if price comes back to this level here, so price will then come to this level, then get back. Probably if it gets rejected on this level, price can come back to this level and test this area, forming what we call a head and shoulder. This will be our shoulder or left shoulder, our head, and here there will be our right shoulder, but in an inverted form. It will form an inverted head and shoulders. So from this area, we are looking for price to be shooting up. We're looking for price just to be going up, you know, all the ways to these areas here, to just to the areas of the 200, you know, basically if price break here, price will go to 1.9567. If price come back and test here and break this level, let's just show it, highlighting the areas of sensitivity. So price, if it breaks above that area here, price breaks above this area, we are looking for price to come back. We're looking for price to come back to this area, maybe by the end of this week or next week. But remember, we are not dictating what the market or what the price will be doing. We're just reacting to the price, whatever it does. But this coming week from Monday, definitely, if price doesn't go down, we are now ready to see what will happen around this area. Then price will shoot back to this levels here of 1.947 around this area here. From this level, if then price come back to test this level, then it will be a wonderful entry. If it does, price doesn't break, then we'll be heading to 1.96 to this level here. Then maybe price can come back to test this level, which was now a resistance, which will be tend to be support at 1.9735. And if price doesn't break, then we will be ready to head back to these areas here. We'll be ready to head back to this area here of around 1.9788. So definitely that's what we'll be looking at on this wonderful pairs in this coming week. So definitely that's what will be going on. So yes, so that's what this week we are looking at, to be looking at what will be happening on this coming week. So yes, so definitely, so we'll be looking at what price we'll be doing around this area. So this coming week we'll be looking at what price we'll be doing around these areas here. So around this area here, we'll just be checking what price does at this level from Monday. If price doesn't break this level, there'll be a wonderful head and shoulders, inverted head and shoulders will be forming, and the price will be will be shooting up to the levels of 1.96. If it breaks, price can shoot again to around 1.99 or 1.98. So we'll be looking into what is happening here on this coming week from the 17th. So this is our thought process of basically what will be happening on this coming week of the 17th to Friday. So we are anticipating if price continue going up, we'll then be anticipating the price will go up. But if price doesn't break this level and then price come back and test here, we'll be focusing on what is basically happening. Price doesn't break here, we are now focusing on an upward movement, price movement. So yeah, so that's what we'll be looking at. Yes, definitely one will say, okay, there's you know, a downtrend. Price is still on a downtrend. Yes, so we'll be looking at what price does at this area. If price goes to this level, comes back and retests this area of around 1.92, you know, and doesn't break this area 1.92390, and then we're anticipating to enter the trade, and then we shoot back up again. Why? Because the monthly, you know, candles or monthly time frame is telling us that price is still on a, you know, on an uptrend, sitting on an uptrend. So price is still telling us wonderfully that price is ready to go up. And on the 4 hours, remember, you know, 4 hours, you know, is something that we are ready to enter our trades on a 4-hour time frame. So 4 hours, there's something that is forming, which is if price doesn't break here, price will form an inverted head and shoulders, which is telling us that price is ready to reverse. So, you know, head and shoulders and all those, you know, they indicate, you know, a reversal pattern. So, but we will not be saying price will go back up, because there's still this, you know, trend line here showing that price is still on the downside. So we'll wait whatever will be happening here. If price goes there and then comes back to this level and it doesn't break around this area, then we are ready to take the trade, because there will be inverted head and shoulder forming there. All right, wonderful. So that's it about GBPNZD for this coming week from the 17th, from Monday, which is tomorrow. So that's what we're anticipating this coming week. Let's go to EURNZD. EURNZD. So definitely, you know, as you can see, wonderful things are basically happening here. Let's go to the monthly time frame. So the monthly time frame also is showing us also some wonderful things also. So price is also sitting on an uptrend. So on an NZD, EURNZD, price is also sitting on an uptrend. So showing us the price is still to the upside. Price is not yet broken this area, you know, this uptrend. Price, it came down on this level. Price came down on these levels here. You know, price comes down to this level. Price couldn't break this level. Price shot up again, and then price again on this EURNZD. Price couldn't break these levels, you know, when it comes to retest, showing that price is on the uptrend going up. So this is our direction, that also EURNZD, it is still to the upside. but we know that we don't dictate what market does. We just get ready, analyze, trust our thought process, trust our analysis, and we stick to our plan. We stick to our plan. That is what is important. When one stick to their plan, you see, it is very important. Then you adjust with what the market is telling you. You adjust what market is telling you. So on the monthly candles, we are still on the uptrend. So on the weekly, as you can see, it is still on an uptrend. So price is still on wonderful, sitting on that wonderful, upward trend line, has not yet broken the area. As you can see, with the last candle here, close the monthly candle, price can decide to shoot back up. Anything is possible, but we are still, our biasness here, it is still to the upside. So on this area here, on our weekly time frame, if price doesn't break these levels here, there'll be a wonderful thing that will form. There'll be an inverted double bottom that may form in this area. So if price doesn't break this level, there will be a wonderful inverted double bottom on this area here. So there will be an inverted double bottom that will form on this wonderful area. So there will be a wonderful inverted double bottom. If price doesn't break that level, there will be a wonderful inverted double bottom, which will form basically around these areas here. So if price doesn't break here, there'll be a wonderful inverted. Look at that, price came, got rejected, and went to the upside. Price is coming to test the same levels. It's testing the uptrend, it's testing that resistance. If price doesn't break, we're anticipating that the direction is still to the upside. So you must be the friend of the trend. You must follow the trend. You must be the friend of the trend. So we follow the trend and we see what happens, but we'll be looking what is happening this coming week in this area. Price can decide to, go down. We don't dictate what the price does. We stick to our analysis. We trust our strategy. We trust what we see in the market. Then we follow that. So definitely yes. So that's what is it. So let's go to the daily time frame. On a daily time frame, as you can see here, look at these candles that happen here. So if these two candles were one candle, or one candle or 2 week candle, it would have shown you that this is a week, a week is formed here. If, so price came down, got rejected. So these two candles here is showing you something important. So price can decide to go up. So there's some push to the upside. So there's some upward, push. So that is rejecting around this area, showing that price might decide to go up. So let's just draw also some areas, which will be focusing in, in this coming week. So price around this area here, there was something happened. Remember, around this area, price got rejected, came to this area, price dropped, came back, tested the same area, and then dropped. It's testing this area. So we're anticipating the price can still go back to that level of 1.82, around that level there, 1.815, around this area. So EURNZD. So let's dive into the 4-hour time frame. So yes, as you can see, okay, let's go back and clean our charts. Let's clean our charts. Remove these things here. Let's clean our charts here. Let's clean our charts. Okay, let's go to the 4-hour time frame. As you can see on the 4-hour time frame, there's something important there that is forming, a wonderful thing that is forming around this area. So around this area here, something is forming around this area. So if price doesn't break below this level, look at that, price came, played around this area, got rejected. Price is now trying to test the same area. If price doesn't break to the upside, price can come down. Price can decide to come down to these levels here. Price can decide to come down to this level. But if price, stick around, there's a build up again in this level, price can decide to shoot up. As you know, our direction from the monthly and the weekly is still to the upside. So monthly direction and the weekly direction It's telling us the price is to the upside. Price is sitting on a trend line, upward trend. So we are now, trusting that on this pair, price is still to the upside. Another person can say, okay, price is still on a downtrend on this level. So if there's a build up in this area, if there's a build up in this area, price break above this level, okay? If price breaks this level and it comes to this area or comes there and come back and retest this area, we are ready to take the trade to the upside. Remember, our monthly candle is telling us the price is going to the upside. So around this area here, if price doesn't break down and the price build up here and then breaks there, we'll wait for a wonderful retest there. Or if we see a wonderful build up and a clear break on this level, we are ready to take the trade, come back with it there. We take profit. When price retrace, we take another trade and we go with the price to the upside. Price can go back to that level. Price can just, come to this level and move up. So direction is still to the upside on EURNZD. So when price doesn't break there, comes back there, price will be forming what is called the head and shoulder. We say head and shoulder is just indicating that price will be, reversing or direction, will be changed. But remember, bear in mind that price is still on a downtrend on, on a medium term. So, but, on a bigger time frame, price is telling us it's still to the upside. So we stick to that. We'll look at what happened on this area. So this coming week, we'll be looking at what is happening on this level here. Around this level, we'll be checking what price does at this level. And if price doesn't break or shows some bullishness, we're ready to move with this price, back out to this level 1.75. The price come back to test 1.7379. We take a trade and we shoot with the price to around maybe 1.77 to 1.8046. So definitely EURNZD, it is still a wonderful area. Let's see on an hourly candle. Let's clean these things. Let's clean our chart. So on the hourly candle also, it is showing you wonderful things here. So there's some few nice patterns. There's a wonderful pattern that is forming there. Wonderful pattern that is forming on this area. So there's some wonderful, nice pattern. Sorry about that. Oops, is refusing. Okay, so there's wonderful, patterns that is forming there, showing that price is ready. Price is in a wonderful, peanut, is forming there. So price can break above, showing that price will be ready to push to the upside. So that price pattern there is just another indication that, price can go to the upside. So there may be a head and shoulder that will form around this area. So definitely that is it on EURNZD, EURNZD on this coming week. So let's look at GBPUSD. GBPUSD. Let's look at a monthly candle. GBPUSD, as you can see, GBPUSD has been sitting, on range. It has been consolidating around same areas. There has been nothing much on the monthly candles, on EURNZD. Price has been sitting around these levels. Price has been sitting around these levels here. Price has been sitting between this range at this level here. So, but look at what is happening. Price is forming some wonderful things there, some wonderful patterns that are forming on these areas here. So these wonderful patterns, which may be a reversal pattern, which is forming there. So price may be moving around this area and ready to decide to go up, but we don't dictate what price may do. Price can decide to go down, but it's still price, it's not showing some decisiveness. There's still some, back and forth on the monthly candles. So let's just clear that up. Then we dive into the longer time frames, and we see basically what is happening around these levels. See what is happening around these levels. So yeah, So let's go to the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame also a little bit choppy, choppiness, whatever has been happening here. So on the weekly, so on the weekly time frame, there's some little bit of choppiness. So, but on a weekly time frame, price is still sitting on an uptrend. So definitely yes. So, and also there's a wonderful thing that is also happening here. There's some definitely strong area. So price is testing. Price, went up, got rejected, price came back, touched the same area, got rejected, price went, touched the same area, price got rejected, price is testing around the same area again. So if price doesn't break this area, we'll just see what is happening here on this area, but price is still on an uptrend. If price is not broken the uptrend, price might go up. We don't dictate what the market does, but yeah, so let's dive in to the daily time frame. So as you can see, price is squeezed in between this area, in between the uptrend and this resistance. So there's some consolidation around this area. So around this area on a daily, anything is possible. Price can decide to shoot back up, price can decide to shoot down. So, but and that is what is basically happening. So, but look at what happened there. Look at what is happening. So let's go back and clear. Let's clear this. Let's clear these things up. Let's clear these things up here. We on our daily. So look at what price is doing in this area here. Look at what price is doing around this area. Price is sitting on a wonderful support area there. Price went, got rejected, went down. Remember what is a resistance. If it is broken up, it will tend to be a support. So price on this coming week, the daily candle, price is telling us that on this coming week, price is ready to go up. So price on this coming week, from the 17th or so, GBP, USD, it might be, heading back up to around, 1.34, 1.35, somewhere around there. So one, because now price broke above this structure, price broke this structure in this level here. Price broke this structure here. As you can see, price broke this structure. As you can see there, price broke that structure. If price, this was a previous structure, price broke, up, and price now is testing this area. Now it's a support. So we are ready. The price goes to these levels around 1.34, 1.35, so around that area. But we don't dictate what market does. We'll be looking into whatever will be happening. So yeah, so that is what it is, So let's clear this. Let's clear these things up. Let's clear this up here, and then we'll look at what happens on the smaller time frames. So we know that price still from a high time frame is still to the upside. So as you can see around this area, area here on the 4-hour time frame, on the 4-hour time frame, price is on a wonderful area there. So if price gets rejected, price can come back down to test our support area. But from a daily, whatever, weekly, price is still showing us that it's still to the upside. So price, if it doesn't break here, price can decide to come back. Probably price can decide maybe to come back to this level. Price can decide to come back here, form a double bottom, and shoot straight to the upside. So if price can come back here, consolidate, form a build up, then breaks to the downside, price can come back to around 1.3 levels there. But if price doesn't break, these areas here, on this area here, around 1.31, this area, price around here can form a wonderful double bottom here. So we'll just be monitoring what basically happens, in this area here. We'll be monitoring what price is doing here, this coming week. We'll monitor what price does on this level, and we'll monitor also what price does, when if ever, it will come back to this level. If price comes back to this level, we'll monitor what price does on this level on a 4-hour time frame. If it doesn't break, it will form a down bottom. The price should back to the upside. Remember, on a daily, on a monthly, weekly, daily, it's showing to the upside. So which means GBP and USD is still to the upside. It's still to the upside. So yeah, so that is it, guys. That's our analysis for this coming week. So we just analyze. We'll be focusing on these 3 pairs on this coming week. So yeah, so just stay tuned for other pairs which we'll be analyzing. So wonderful, it has been a wonderful, time to be sharing our thought process with you guys, and definitely we can't wait to hear your comments on down below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. It helps with the algorithm. So don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button, and and also hit the bell, so you cannot miss our future uploads and analysis of whatever is doing. So definitely just do that, and we're ready to be moving together. This has been a wonderful thing. So definitely yes. So this is where we end for today. So awesome. It has been a wonderful journey where we've shared our thought process. Remember, we're not financial advisors. We're just sharing our thought process. And this is Elijah Chauke. So till we see each other again, and we'll be seeing what happens throughout the week. We may try to upload some few analysis during the week. So yes, till we see each other, guys. Awesome.